Hello everyone, how are we today? I'm back for more birds. More Bestiary February. I hope everyone has had a good day, a good week, a good everything. And we're just getting right back into things. Yay birds! I have my little list here of kind of the ideas I've been playing with. And look at all this green, all these things we've already done. So exciting. So yes, I have plans today for 2 more birds, following the little kind of the trend we've been going on, 2 birds per stream. So today I want to do owls. Today it is going to be owls. So I'm just going to bring myself back to my little article where we can just go through and see everything that we've put together so far. We have our day 1 pidge. Lovely little creature. Yeah, this bird took all stream. We got 1 bird on the first stream. 2 in the bird is 1 in the stream. Ooh. True. We got our moss swallow. We got our red lace. We have our Gorin puffin, Powfin, Pines pheasant, the sea scamp. This one's my favorite. I love this guy so much. And the brine shear. Arguably one of the most normal birds in this entire set, I think. But I love it. So yes, today we are going to attempt to make at least 2 birds. And here we have the sea scamp, my absolute favorite. Yes, today I'm very excited to show off my fancy new mug. Please face the camera. My grab your coffee and go world build mug. I don't own coffee. But I also don't own tea, so I just kind of chose which version of the mug I wanted, and I got the coffee one, because I'm more likely to drink coffee than tea. Just not at home. It's chocolate milk. Yeah, World Anvil mugged me, you guys. The neck on our boy Sea Scamp. Oh my gosh, if you want to talk about the neck on our boy Sea Scamp, and you have not, if you're not in my Discord server, you would not have seen this. But I need to present to you. I would call this my first fan art from one of my friends. Oh gosh, I have to get this size correctly. Hold on, I'm gonna switch screens in just a moment. I have to show you this creature. It's very important. Okay. Look, look at this thing. Mug buddies, yay mug buddies! Oh, look at this, look at this thing that my friend made me. The Eldritch Sea Scamp. We both work together, so I come into work, I'm like, hey man, did you see the bird I made on stream the other night? And he's like, oh no, I didn't, and I just showed it to him. And he just grabs the picture from me and is like, okay. So during work, MS Paint. We do very important things on shift. Its neck extends to catch flies and smaller birds. Yes, absolutely. Anyway, that is my biggest joy to come out of this week so far. Thing's gonna giraffe fight people. Yeah, to swing your neck around. Yes, so we are on owl quest today. And so, kind of similar to my outlook on the moss swallow that I made, which arguably is like a very normal bird. And none of these birds are particularly intended to be like fantasy genre. Like they're kind of supposed to be normal. Just kind of with my take on why they would be in my fantasy world. And so with the moss swallow, I was like, yes, there's a lot of farms, a lot of like old buildings, old farm buildings that aren't being used by people anymore. Of course, swallows would love to live in there, so I made swallows. I'm kind of going for the same vibe with barn owls, who would definitely be a common sight around the farms, and might just live in them. And so I want to see what I can how I can take a regular barn owl, just kind of spin it, maybe adjust it slightly. It doesn't have to be totally different, but just see what I can make out of a barn owl to fit my world. They're also my favorite birds, just like in general, it's my favorite bird. If anyone else has a favorite bird, be sure to let me know. I love knowing what other people like. Kind of like relative to my special interests. I adore birds, and I guarantee you any creature that you mention as being your favorite, I'm gonna be like, oh, I love that one. Yeah, so we're gonna take our little barn owl, and we're gonna see what kind of yeah, because I know there's a lot of kind of subspecies of barn owl, things that look like barn owls but aren't quite. I was I was really into the Guardians of Ga'Hoole book series growing up, so you know that this all comes from somewhere. So yeah, it's a good one. We're just gonna see a good like reference photo for just how these things look when they stand. I feel like I feel like a really common way that we see barn owls, or not barn owls, just any owl in general. I need to grab the sketch color. Wahoo. So I often see owls just kind of they look like this. And I'm getting like it's giving Krobus from Stardew Valley. You know what I mean? But, like that's just slap some wings on that. Boom, there you go. Owl. Maybe give it that little heart-shaped face. Perfect. Get little tail feathers. And there you go. You have an owl. We're just gonna keep this little guy in our corner here for inspiration. No, we must harness the energy of the owl. I'm thinking I kind of want something a little more, a little elegant. I don't know. We have I guess this is a pretty good reference that I like. So we have a little head here. They're kind of blocky, but then they just kind of it also just amuses me how long owl legs are. Because you see them perched a lot of the time, and you kind of don't see their legs. Like they're maybe tucked away in all their floof. But I'm sure a lot of people have seen like that image of someone just like grabbing the owl and kind of like lifting it up, and then it's just two very long legs underneath. I love that image. Yeah, so we have this lovely little outline of a creature. Hello, what is that? Shivers? Hello, welcome. You have joined at last. Welcome. It's real bird hours right now. They'd be on stilts the whole time, yeah. I love looking at them. So pretty spooky talons. That's basically what a bird looks like. So, bird wing. I feel like the head just kind of needs to be a little bit larger. Boom. This is like my rough sketch too, so opacity please. So yeah, let's see what kind of details we can throw in here. How we can refine the whole shebang. Make a new layer maybe if I want to keep drawing on here. I'm very good at art. Shivers! With the Yoshi! What a good creature. I'm a big fan of Yoshi. Every time I think of Yoshi, I just think of the videos of the geckos, like in like whatever it is they're like in like nectar or something, just blim 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 blim. It's like instant serotonin in a video right there. And so naturally, this entire like Bestiary February challenge of me just drawing birds, it's actually it's actually just a whole plot to get me to do more studies, to like actually look at birds and like learn how to draw them. So haha, I'm teaching myself how to do art by making art. Funny how that works. Do you guys know that practicing art makes you better at art? I sure didn't. Bring, bring, ha. Calixtus, hello! I have missed you. I feel like I haven't talked to you in like 10,000 years. I managed to see another one of my wonderful bird streams. I'm gonna be so sad when the theme of my streams is no longer going to be birds. Of course, I can just decide to continue. That's certainly an option. But it is more likely that I'm just going to move on to whatever event is next. So... oh, something about the shape of owls just like... Shivers! Thank you for the tier 1 sub. I appreciate you. Yes, you disappeared for a while, work stuff. Oh, yeah, I know how work stuff be. I'm sure several of us in this chat right now know how work stuff is, right? All streams are bird themed if you randomly add bird stuff. You know? I think you're absolutely right. There's no need for me to deprive myself of bird. And I mean, my name is literally Strixline, so it's kind of hard to not have bird stuff going on. Yeah, Shiffers, you love work stuff. That's your favorite thing to do. Ghouls have these scary little feet. Good for grabbing. 10 out of 10 would work again. Oh my god, for sure. See, it's so funny. You're out there struggling right now, but our department has like nothing to do right now. Like actually nothing. That's gonna change soon, I imagine, but like hee-hoo. So let's see. This little ooh. Gifted subs! Oh, to Hydrotaku and Ruben. Thank you, Shiffers. Oh, and we've reached our little 10 sub goal. It's very exciting. I feel like you guys are making me feel like I'm a real like big time streamer now. First I get a viral TikTok and now I have 10 subs. I guess 11 subs actually. You guys are gonna make the fame get to my head if you're not careful. Yeah, I posted a TikTok like 2 days ago. Just like some haha funny. Cause one of my friends just completely like curved on me. I was like, oh yes, I'll post a cool picture of me that my friend took of me rock climbing. And my friend responds with like, I don't know if you guys know the picture of like the old lady just like hanging from a gate like, let me in. Like, that was the instant response. I made a TikTok about it. Now it's at like 400,000 views. My average is like 400. You know what I mean? Like, it's a little. Ooh. Oh yeah, I don't want to get big head disease. We remember how that one, how that went. Yes, Scotchworth, you took that beautiful photo of me. Yeah, I'm always out here thinking like, oh, I'm such an elegant climber, and then like, I actually look like old lady trying to be let into a building. Let me in. Let me in. Cool. I love this creature. Look, we got little Ool. He's a little chunky. I love him. Just gonna maybe get some of this out here. Soft, chunky, fluffy owl. I need to get rid of all like the lower line art. Just lighten a little bit. The color goes over it anyway, so that's totally fine. And so yes, we have Ool. Lovely bird. It definitely looks a lot like this, the reference off to the left that we have here, right? That's exactly it. And so, now comes time for finding the right colors and what we want to do with that. I think like classic, I like the classic coloration. It's just something, I don't know, it's a lovely collection of colors that barn owls naturally have. And honestly, I don't mind putting in a completely normal owl into my world, just like port it from the real world. I'm a professional stealer, as you can see. And yeah, so I had quite the eventful day yesterday. Got up like at the butt crack of dawn to get into work earlier than I usually do. So I had a doctor's appointment that day, and I wanted to get like exactsies on my 40 hours for the week. So I could leave early. And I did. I managed it. And then I went to the doctor, and can you believe it? I went to the doctor, I got my flu shot and everything. And I was like, I was a very good creature. And they didn't give me a lollipop at the end of my visit. Crime. Cannot believe this. Cannot believe I would be treated this way. Irredeemable, yes. Scotchworth, you are completely correct. Like, do they not know that I'm just a princess? Burn the whole doctor's office down. Yeah, I think I have to. Although I will say, I'm a little bit hesitant to burn down this doctor's office. Because I think I've encountered like one of those once in a lifetime things for femme shapes like myself, where I told the doctor that I have ADHD and he actually believed me. It sounds really silly, but that's very uncommon. Instead of telling me I'm weird and just have anxiety, they're like, oh yeah. Yeah, absolutely. They get by this time. Yeah, it's a little What if we have these little barn owls, but maybe they're a little redder? They're a little orangey instead of kind of golden yellow. Ooh, I like that. See how it plays out. You told a doctor you have ADHD and they didn't ask if you eat too much cereal? Dang, bro. Yeah, I know. It's wild. But yeah, there's also that whole like, oh, I've just aged out of my parents' insurance, so I have to go see if the new insurance I get will even cover like medications and things for ADHD. Um, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say the answer is gonna be probably not. Um, Hee but why would I get anything good? You know what I mean? Like, be a little bit more saturated. Get some red in there. Yeah, this is where the fantasy comes into my bird design. I can just choose colors that I like. And now they're different from the real world. But not by much. Our company medical is kinda, yeah, I know. But it's a lot cheaper than what they want for me to continue my parents' insurance, so country girls gotta do, you know, as they say. Country girls make do. Yeah, they want me to pay like $1,000 per month to continue my current coverage. I'm like, you're bugging. Yeah, they're they're McBugging right now, so I'm just not gonna do that. We'll have to compromise, as it were. How does that look? It's like the same color as the paper. Ooh. So yeah, being an adult sucks. It's no good. 1K a month? Yeah, they better be willing to dish out those bionic legs and rocket punch arms for that. Yeah, they won't even cover like regular blood tests, so I have to pay them like $500 right now, even though I'm still covered, which is pretty dope. We love that. I can afford it, but I wish I didn't have to. Having adult money is See, having adult money is really cool. It is really great, but then things keep asking me to spend my adult money, and that is less cool. It is less hip and exciting, as the kids might say. It's no good. But yes, I will always agree. Like, yes, having the adult money, beautiful. Spending 3,100 on car repairs, yeah, yeah. See, I don't want to do that. See, my car is still like new and unaffected enough that it's not racking up charges right now. But I'm sure one day it will. Because I own this thing, and it's my problem until the end of time, I guess. Ain't it funny how that works? People really just be like having cars. Yeah, I haven't had to pay to fix anything yet, but all these like little services. I got snow tires because winter here sucks. It's just, it's hard out here for a princess, you know? Like it's just tough living out here. Some, give me some gray here. Good gray. Mm. Gray patches to break up some of the colors. But yeah, I'm trying to live this nice little life where I'm just saving up some money. Saving up money so I can do adult things in my spare time. Saving money, making money. I feel like a real proper adult because I've just paid for my first like real adult vacation. Wait, you have spare time? I pretend I do. Usually spare time for me means I should be doing something else. But I'm not right now, cause maybe I just want to play a silly little game for a bit. Yeah, I've just paid for my first real adult vacation. Um, and frankly, it's my first vacation since I was like a kid, so pretty good. Pretty cool, pretty exciting. These little dapples. Little cutie. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I wish I had more spare time. They're letting you leave work. Listen, I'm not a manager, so they can't make me do anything. For 20 an hour, they're gonna be buggy yuggy yuggy, and if they think I'm gonna do anything extra. I love this little creature. I'm just saying it now. A beautiful, beautiful little owl. I like this bird. And so yes, so we have this lovely dignified barn owl that lives within my world now. I can guarantee you that the next bird on the list is going to be much less refined. Like sea scamp level. Release, please. I don't know what happened when Photoshop updated. I think something got weird with anything that requires holding down the mouse button. Sometimes it just like doesn't automatically release. And so I have to like click again, and it's really weird. The wing kind of looks like it has stars in it. Yeah. I mean, if you've ever looked at a barn owl, like a real one, like they have these, oh, like the pattern on them is so nice. It's like little dappled like black and white over like a little field of gray. It's pretty. It's really nice. And now I'm wondering, what little accent drawing can I make? What other should I, should I make a baby? A little baby barn owl? It'll look absolutely horrifying. See, I could hold on, let's get our little let's get this screen on here. Look at these things. Ah, let me see if this helps at all. No, I don't know. We'll have to get it on the big screen for me to show this properly. Oh, and I made Streamlabs so small. Okay. See, look at these things. Look at these little babies. Terrifying little creatures. I love them. Look at this guy! Wait, I love this picture. He's just running. Where's he going? Where's he off to? Yeah, they're just these floofy little babies. They're like clouds that you just kind of put a little barn owl face on. And was like, they'll figure out the rest when they grow up. So I don't know. Maybe we could do that. Maybe we could do one of these. Something nice, something refined. Ooh. I don't know, but I'm kind of. Oh wait, who's this? It's kind of scrunkly. This is what I was talking about when there's like different kinds of barn owls that are like technically not barn owls, but also technically kind of are. This one's very scrunkly. Scrunkly looking owl. This one looks like you just told it a really good joke and it's just like, ah. But yeah, I think I'd like to maybe make a little barn owl baby. So, let's look at these things. They're ridiculous and I love them. Let's see. This one's gonna be a little freeform. So of course we have their little faces. Little heart-shaped because they love you. Oh gosh. Okay. So let's do a little side by side so we know what we're working with. Look, so we got this little face here. Very scrunkly. And so these little babies, they're just formless. Or I guess do I want like the really awkward ones where they're just like standing up and they just look like teenagers, or do I want like this little cloud refreshment? Oh, I have my little chocolate milk sippy. Ah, so good. Actually, thank you so much for doing that because I actually forgot that I had that there at all. I'm a fool. So yeah, so we just have like these little fluffies. So maybe he's a little disheveled. So let's zoom in a little more for the star of the show. So he's a little disheveled. Maybe I want to get like a good picture where I can actually see what these little babies look like. Oh. Yes, this one, this unit. I love him. We got this scrunkly little guy. So, oh my gosh. Got these like little little floofy feet. Little guys have such like such a strong, like deeply powerful chokehold on me. He's just he's a little baby. Honestly, it looks like a little owlbear, and I adore that. Oh my god, look at him. He'll just be like back here like, Mom said it's my turn on the Xbox. Oh, what a creature. Oh my god. I love him. Maybe when they're little babies, they have kind of little redder faces before they grow into their heads. Maybe. Oh, why did it grab the wrong color? Oh, it's like barely visible against the paper. Um. Guess maybe we'll just have to grab our own color. No, that's worse somehow. Okay, I'll still like the same color as the paper, but okay, we'll just maybe throw in some shading later and it'll work. He's just a little fluff creature after all. You don't really need much detail on here. And look, there he is! He's a baby! Ah, please. Alright, and so here, Mama and baby. Mama y baby. What a little poofer. Yeah, I love him. So let's just arrange Mama and Poofer. It's gonna be bigger. Just a little guy. I would die for this creature. Just saying. I absolutely would. So let us do what we usually do, and I will export this image. I shall save it to the proper file. Now we go. Cute little baby burb. Yes, absolutely. And so, now that we are back in business, I have once again done that thing where I just kind of have not opened my folder. Here we go. Upload. Okay, and that's that. An artist is me. Beautiful. Now, let us create the little section for this one. Slap that into the article. So, we grab all of this. Copy paste. Remove all the stuff I don't need. Ooh, what prompt did I do this for? Ah, 13, shriek. Yes, I don't know if any of you are familiar with owl sounds. But the barn owl does not sound anything like that. You think of lovely little whoo and all that? No. No, these things look at you, they scream right in your face. I love them, they're beautiful, but that is what they do. You think of like a guttural, blood-curdling scream, and that is what a barn owl sounds like. I love them, they're beautiful. And honestly, most of the beautiful things in this world do like to scream. Owl sounds. You hear owls every time you go to the park at night. Ooh, that's so cool. I always hope that I will encounter an owl in the wild. Not necessarily encounter, but see. Lay my eyes upon. Perceive within my visage. They're the only ones that cheered at me. Oh. I'll be cheering for you. Some people just have that effect on others, make people want to yell at them. Yeah. Oh. Yes, barn owls are year-long residents of our Savella, finding great success in hunting the rodents and pests which seek to make their homes in Savellan farmlands. Let's add a little tidbit about the prompt. Yes, loved for their graceful frames, the sound of their calls often comes as a shock, as they shriek and screech very harshly. No hoots. No hoots. And let us refresh our challenge page. And boom, we have Uwe. I'm very pleased with this. And now we must move on to the next. And now, for this one, my idea is kind of based on the screech owl. They're pretty scrunkly on their own, depending on which ones you find. I feel like these are always the ones that I see, just kind of like being very squinty. Like, look at this little guy. Great for camouflage. They're cute and I love them. Oh gosh, there's like a very specific brand of these owls that like kind of wanted to base this off of. Well, look at these little guys. They're so they're just precious. I love them. You're gonna hear me say that about every single bird I look at. I'm sorry. Look at this angry boy. But yeah, this is basically the kind of bird that I seek to use to inspire my next creature. And so it's supposed to be a very small one. It's supposed to be like this little owl that lives kind of like in the reeds. And so it's actually called a reedling owl. It's just a little baby boy, likes to live by the water. And you can see them kind of like perching on the reeds and all the little aquatic plant life that they are so little it can still support their weight. So yes, we're going to see what we can do with that. The barn owl out of the way. I'm on the eraser, that's why. Okay. Yes, beautiful. Where's my pen? Okay, I found it, never mind. Crisis averted, it's okay. We were about to have that, the classic issue that artists like to have of just putting down your tablet pen and then forgetting where it has gone for the rest of eternity. It happens entirely too often. And so yes, we have little itty bitty bird with the little tufties sticking out. I just think they're so cute when they have that. So let's just, really a whole lot of shape to block out just a little guy. No, note to everyone, do not leave headphones too loud when curious about barn owl sounds. Yeah, I don't recommend it. It's a little piercing. Show off their little claws, their little talons. Yeah, little tufties. So this is just my little base sketch for what these look like. Looking very angry. But I love him for it. He has every right to be mad. He's very small. Like, you know how small creatures are just very angry? That's what's going on here. Just a sweet little boy. Misunderstood. You know, I do kind of have maybe an idea of what I want to put on the side here. And if we just, can make this less opaque already, because we already know that this is just going to be a little sample. So we have these reeds here, yes. I think I would like to flip them. Hello? Sorry, I forgot what my buttons do for a second. What if we just have this little guy? Little guy for scale and just... just chilling here. He's like as small as the reeds. So small. Yeah, so that can be our little side image, our little example piece. I love him. So yes, Let us make our boy. Let us bring him to life. Yeah, I do feel quite accomplished. Just kind of in general. I have been I will say for the past few weeks I have not felt like this was true, but looking back on the past few weeks, I feel like this is very true. I have been doing so much stuff. I have I've taken care of so many things. I've been dealing with all these new tasks and money things and expenses and responsibilities. So meanwhile, I've just been sitting here feeling like, oh man, I haven't done anything, I haven't gotten anything done. But now given everything that has been on my plate, I feel like I've done a pretty stellar job. I woke up like way early before stream today to get some work done on some projects that I have to do. Catching up like big time on some stuff that I just have not had the time for. Very excited. I'm hoping that soon I can actually share some of that stuff with you. The way schedules are moving, it's looking like I might be able to. Not yet, but soon. I'm very excited about that. It's more just me being amazed, like, oh wow, I actually got up early and I did art like before stream. Crazy. Like almost impossible to get me to wake up for basically anything these days. This is a fluffy little guy. He's just a tiny little ool. Like itty bitty. Like you could probably cup him in your hands. He's that small. Hey, it's you, the MVP. Hello, welcome. Welcome, Mr. MVP. How do you do today? You have come for small scrungly ools? Maybe? Yes. Yes, the MVP. How do you do? That's one horned up owl. Yeah, dude. He's very small. Do not let his angry demeanor sway you otherwise. Since you are here now, do you wish to see that him sitting on a water corn dog? Yeah, it is. Would you like to see the owl that has come before? Because this is owl number 2. That's dope. I love that for him. Yeah. Allow me to show you this creature. But look at him. He's just a baby. Yeti. It's a little Yeti. But yes, so we have this angry little guy. Grab it. Do not the owl. Please do not the owl. What if we get a little bit of... We're gonna have this common theme with owls in this region of they're just like kind of more red than you would expect them to be. The little red screech owl is not unheard of. Actually quite common. Hey, check this out. Yeah, you've tricked me. You're gonna make me sip my chocolate milk? How could you? You better be sipping on something over there yourself. That's all I'm gonna say. There should be like a contractual obligation. If you redeem a sippy, you should take a sippy yourself. Just saying. Sipping on dumb bitch juice. Yeah, I feel it. We out here. So while you're enjoying your dumb bitch juice, you can also just enjoy ool. This is all looking very monotone right now, but there will be more, I promise you, I assure you. Not all just gonna be scribbled in one color, although I could. I most certainly could do that. It would not be our first practically monocolor bird. I don't know, what if he was just like all brown, no coloration, just so he looks like a little... You're gonna make me drink again? Sippy? Ah. So what if he is just all brown, so that he looks like one of the little reeds that he sits on? I'll put that new mug to use. Yeah, you're so right. Yes, so. This brown. I don't really like that brown. I went too cool. It's like the same brown I was already using, but a little darker, but yeah, we'll use it. So maybe his top of his head is a little darker than the rest. His little tufties also. Oh, he looks like a very distinguished gentleman to me. Chocolate milk owl. Give him a little squirt of mustard. Ooh, you want him to be a little like... Have some like maybe yellow patterns? Yellow coloration? That's cute. Or maybe he has these like bright kind of yellow eyes. Give him a little squirt of mustard. Certainly possible. Let's see, I kinda... Maybe some of the offset to this color is that he has some kind of desaturated kind of light reddish, like a little reddish light brown, like super desaturated. I don't know how I feel about it yet, but we're doing it, so. That's a little color profile he's got going on. What if we do grab some of that like kind of mustardy tone? That's too dark. Got these yellow eyes. Maybe we can make it a little lighter, a little more saturated. Ooh. I'm a fan. Certainly don't mind that. If we just get a little bit more of this in here. Maybe he has just like a little bit of kind of like lightness on the face. Ooh. I love that for him. Yeah, so this is gonna be our little boy, our little creature. I have a little pink beak. I love him. He's very messy. Very scribbly, very messy, but it gets the point across. It's our bird. That's our little guy. And so now let us complete this little drawing of our guy. I don't want to go like too into detail because this is just supposed to be a very kind of distant look at what this boy looks like when he's just like perched somewhere. Little boy's kind of built like a corn dog, so. Owls! Yes, it's owl time. So we're drawing this little itty bitty boy who's basically the size of a river reed. Little aquatic corn dog, if you will. Oohs. Yes, these little creatures are bringing me joy. So I'm hoping that at least some of that joy rubs off on you guys and you just get to like take that with you after this stream and just be like, yay. Creatures. Do the French call them oul? I don't know. I actually don't know what the French word is for owls. I just think it's such a fun way to pronounce the word. Also, hello everyone who is chatting. I'm very happy to see you here. Redbeard Rob and Prippy Monty Poppycock. Hello. How are you guys doing? Just gonna take this brown and use it on the reeds, because I imagine that this bird is gonna be basically the same color as these, maybe as like a little camouflage. The idea someone just wanted a river reed and instead got swarmed by like 5 of these guys. I would love that. That's so cute. All these little men pecking at you. Yes, this little guy. His coloration's gonna be basically the same, except I just gotta go grab all those other values from the main drawing. So this little itty bitty drawing of him is just like a little size reference. Like, look how little. Don't say peck on stream. I'll say peck if I want to. Peck. Who are you gonna tell? I didn't get what shrimp check is, but I kind of want to press it. It's just a little posture check. So if I'm setting like a shrimp, uh, that is your little command to bonk me so I maybe sit up straight. It's kind of difficult when I'm drawing because like I have to like look over here and lean in this way, but I can always try. Can always improve. Can always improve my posture. Oh, maybe I'll give like a little stretch. So yeah, I definitely stretched and just felt like 3 pops in my sternum. So maybe we sit up nicely like an actual creature or unlike a creature. And maybe if I do this long enough, like, sitting like a normal person, my back won't hurt as much. That would be pretty crazy. Yeah, peck is a bad word. Never mind my username. Oh, yeah, that's okay. There's no such thing as a bad word. Only a bad bird. Honestly, I love like the little bloom of like kind of gray from their face. It's very cute. It's a good look. So let's just get some green in here. How I feel about that green. I like that green. These are nice. I like birds except 4 a.m. in the summer. Them's are bad birds. Oh no, why are they bad birds? Do they they just start screaming and wake you up or oh, I think in my case it'd be like they are the tell that I've stayed up way too long and if I hear birds chirping, that's an oh no kind of moment, you know what I mean? So yeah, look at this guy. All owls are good owls though. That is true. I don't think there is such thing as a bad owl. Yes. So look, there he is, our little reedling boy. I love this little guy. My fault for feeding them during winter. Yeah, well, you're their best friend now, so you have to live with those consequences. They love you, and they want to be around you now. And so, I have enough time for like maybe one more. So I'm trying to think of what other owl I could possibly think of for just like any one of the other prompts. Because this little guy, hmm. I don't know, I guess I could maybe make this one for the I could say this one was for the horn prompt because he's like one of the little horned owls. And I do like that idea. Giant owl, like a rock-sized owl. Ooh. That'd be pretty spooky. I'm trying to think, because as far as like fantasy goes, the region that I'm making these birds for is pretty pretty low fantasy. It's pretty non-magical, nothing too nothing that deviates too much from like real life stuff. So like a giant massive owl could definitely exist in my world. Like absolutely, absolutely could. But might not fit the theme of what I'm trying to do with this event. We can maybe think about it while I do my little uploads. While I do my little write-up, my little upload. I'm thinking, so this is gonna be for the horn prompt, a little horned owl. But there's still the nocturnal prompt, which of course definitely suits owls, I would say. So we could most certainly work with that. It's just the choice of now, who do I wish to place in my world? Oh, a giant owl relative to the regular size of owls. Yeah, I mean, there's some pretty massive owls. I'm trying to think. Like, if I made like an actual, like let me see what the largest owl is in the real life. The great horned owl. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought it was gonna be. Hmm. But okay, how about the 10 largest owls in the world? Oh. What about the harpy owl? That would be a harpy eagle, I think. Is the big boy. It was an eagle, I was lied to. Yeah. Those things are really cool. I do love a harpy eagle. Yeah, Eurasian eagle owl, the great gray owl. I do. What if okay, I think I want to make something similar to like a great gray. A great gray owl. Let's see, look at this. Look at this guy. Beautiful. Fascinating nickname, Phantom of the North. Oh, it's so cool. Snowy owls are up there. This kind of a rose eagle owl. The great horned owl. Barred owls are also cute. I think they're really nice. Powerful owl. What is that? Also called the powerful bubok. This bird is the biggest owl in Australia, and even one of the continent's apex predators. That's pretty cool. I, I just love that name. Powerful owl. That's cool. Spotted owl. That's fierce looking face. Long-eared owl. Anyway, the moral here is there's a lot of really cool looking owls out there. I think I might want to do one. I will take the idea of making like a big owl, like a really big one. And I think the inspiration I'll work with is the Great Gray. I would love to do something like that. But of course, we must just make our little boy a page here before we move forward. Reedling Owl. So we have done this for prompt 3, horn. The Reedling Owl is as close to a waterfowl as an owl can get. Making its home. And its hunting grounds. Is the reeds of our Sovella's more aquatic regions, namely Rhinevale Forest. These small owls yeah, so we'll have this duality here with these owls that I just made that are so tiny. Then we're gonna have this owl that's huge. Very large. Yes. So these small owls seldom grow larger than the seed pods of the reeds they live in, and share a similar coloration to them, acting as camouflage from predator and prey alike. Because of course, if you have these massive owls everywhere, they're probably not going to want to be seen very much. Ooh, I don't think I grabbed the image, so let's just pop that in there. Where are we? Okay, here, refresh. And look, there's our little guy, little corn dog owl. Right, beautiful. And so now we can move on to our next boy. I think I'm moving along with these at like light speed because I am just such a huge fan of owls, so I'm just like, yeah. The great corn-crusted dog owl. I know. You post such strange things and I'm like still reeling from attempting to read them, and then you make me sip. And another sippy. Definitely putting my World Anvil mug to good use. And, and another sippy, here it comes. Oh no, there's like chocolate powder stuck to the bottom of my mug. I don't want to like mix it because I don't want it to be like a sonic nightmare to everyone with my microphone. I also don't want all this chocolate dust at the bottom of my mug to just be there. I don't know. I don't even know like how audible it is. Okay, so oh no. So what should I name? Two more and we'll make them refill. Joke's on you. I shall not reveal what the joke is yet, but you may continue sending me sippies. That is a mystery for you to discover on your own. So what should I name this owl? It's going to be very large. Hmm. And again, we are going to be inspired by the Great Gray Owl. They're very cool. Like, their faces are just like very, very big, very broad. They're a little intimidating. I'm almost tempted to name it something like after the moon. I don't know. Yes, because if we look at this creature, just look at it, it is very large. I'm a little uncomfortable with this picture because it looks like a person. Just like it looks like a man, maybe with a mask on. Very intimidating. Give silly name to trick people. I mean, hey, yeah, that could work. Thinking of getting a drawing pad. Any advice? Never used one before. Deciding getting a small one to test it or a big one that will last. Well, you can get a lot of mileage out of a small tablet, like for sure. Although the tablet that I first got, my first ever tablet was definitely not like a starter tablet. It was like a 15-inch Cintiq tablet. At the time it was like just under $1,000. I would not dream of paying that much for a tablet of that quality anymore, and I don't think you have to. I think the tablet that I currently have is 20 inches, 20 inch, maybe 22, I don't remember. 20-inch tablet. I got it for like $600. Yeah, but if you go for a smaller one, you can definitely get that in like, well, okay, if you want a screen tablet, you can get like a lot of good options in like the $200 range, maybe. A lot of people have a lot of success with the no screen tablets. I know those can be really good. But of course, I came from a traditional art background, and so I'm really, really thrown off by not being able to see where I'm putting my pen to the proverbial paper. Yeah, I don't know. The brand of my tablet is Huion. It's a pretty good tablet. It's really nice. But if you're just trying it out, I'd recommend getting one on the kind of smaller side. And then I think it would be up to you to decide if you want one with a screen or if you want one without. I think if you get started without a screen, it's a lot easier than like going the other way around. So if you end up enjoying digital art as a medium, you could then like upgrade to a screen tablet, you could do something else. I don't know. I haven't had enough product experience to really give people like a really good like, oh yes, this I recommend, this I don't. I don't know. I think my only thing will be like I don't really recommend Cintiq because they're very expensive for what you get. Huion has really good prices from what I've seen. And yeah, I guess your other option could be like if you want an iPad, then you could use Procreate, and that's a really good drawing software. I don't think you can use Procreate with like anything else, so it's always an option. Yes, look at this creature. The wingspan. Beautiful. Oh, there's just something so magical about birds of this size. It's like, wow, that thing sure exists. And that's like a real thing. Because we're so used to seeing these tiny birds, these little songbirds everywhere. They're so itty bitty. So when you think of a bird, you think, oh yes, little, small, throwable, like just, whew, you know? But no, this bird throws you. Like that's, and that's just like a perfectly normal and natural thing that exists in the real world. Have a staring contest with this thing. Crazy. But anyway, let us see what we can come up with. Alrighty, no screen then. Drawing technical drawings with a mouse. Proper art, you do better with a pad. Yeah, I mean, you have a lot more control with a pad than a mouse. Like, that's for absolute certain. Going for a small one. Yeah, I would basically shoot for something that's like if you're just starting out, like, get something at least like the size of maybe like a sheet of paper. Like about what you would expect that to be. I think 15 inches is just like a good screen size for basically whatever you might need. It's like it's not too big, it's not too small either. Yeah, I think from there, that whole journey's up to you based on just what you think you might enjoy working with in like a tactile sense. I know some people really enjoy getting like screen protectors to get like the kind of paper feel on their tablets. I have not done that, though feel like that could be a cool thing. Though I do hear that getting like paper texture screen protectors wears down the nibs of your pens really quickly. Because like of course because it's textured, it catches a lot more and it'll just wear everything down a lot faster. Never in my life have I actually needed to replace the nib of a tablet pen. I'll do it like every yeah, I don't even want to say every year because I haven't really been doing that consistently either. But yeah, I hear stories of people just having to replace their pen nibs like constantly. I'm like, what are you doing with your pens? How hard are you pressing? What is your pressure sensitivity set to? Yes. Quick sketch, blocking out shapes. So yes, we have approximate owl shape here. Some draw to relieve anger, I suppose. Gotta press hard. That is true. It can be very effective to express yourself and all your icky feelings through art. I just feel like whenever I'm mad, I just don't get anything done, so. It's kind of a toughie. We have this boy with some very round eyes. He's not squinting at you like a lot of the other ones. Just get this guy front and center. Looks a little derpy, but I feel like this thing's just like, making this thing like a little wacky looking. That's okay. Okay, so not me forgetting what birds look like constantly. Sleepy. I just keep catching the sleepy. I need to stop that. So yes, we have this boy. It's very large. Maybe oh my gosh, it's doing that thing again. Big head. Kind of goofy looking. And I like the goofing. Maybe that sticks out a little more. Pretty cool looking. Yeah. I got the wings there. Belly's just all like concentrated fluff. Found a tiny pad. 6 by 4 inches. That's very small. That's like a postcard size. I feel like if you go that small, it might be tough to work with. I do find it is a lot easier when you can make like full stroke movements with your hand. I feel like 4 or 6 inches would be very small. I don't know. I haven't actually worked with anything that small, so I couldn't actually tell you if that would be difficult or not. Very agreeable price though, which is how they get you. Yeah, I mean sometimes it's cheap enough that like you might as well try it, you know? It's that like that price point that you just can't really argue with. Yeah, so I imagine that this thing would be quite the predator in our Savella's forests. I want to say maybe in the west, like the western section of the zone. It's kind of hard to decide. I feel like I've put so many of the creatures that I've made for this event in the west. Like I feel like I've name dropped Brineville Forest so many times in just in the things that I've drawn. Doesn't no like even today we've added the Reedling Owl to the list of things that just kind of exist in that region. Yes, we have. Two different sizes. And make my life easier. And just do this. That's the real life hack of digital art. You can just do that. Sometimes it's better for everyone involved if you just do. Though I feel like I'm going for something inspired by the owl that I'm going for. These need to be smaller. Relative to the size of the bird. Ay. Let's see. Sometimes you just have to zoom way out to see if what you have done makes any sense at all. And sometimes you find out that the answer is no. Looks maybe decent. I'll take it. So we have these little angry brows. Very cool, very nice. What if I make this kind of pattern going down like the front here? And I kind of make it look like it's a little beard. And we can have this be like some kind of great bearded owl, you know what I mean? Like, I think that sounds fun. So you just have like this massive owl and you see it and it just kind of reminds you of Santa Claus. So overall this owl is gonna be kind of dark, kind of like more on the gray side, and then maybe from the chin down to like maybe mid chest. It'll just kind of be kind of like whitish, like it'll be high contrast, so it'll be like a little off. And then that's just like the uh the illusion of a beard. I'm a fan of it. We'll just have some this little spirally, circly patterning going on up here. Yeah. Okay. So let us color this in a little bit. Now I'm thinking for this one, what would I want like my little secondary image to be? Because with the little itty bitty Riedling owl, we had a little something that showed off the scale of it. And so now I'm wondering how we might do something similar without me having to like draw a whole ton of extra stuff and extra details. because that's kind of the one thing that I don't want from these. Like, I'm explicitly trying to not put a ton of detail into these because I know I'm gonna sit here, I'm gonna draw them for hours and hours, and I don't want to do that. And I think I've really kind of improved upon that process since I started doing these, because we have gone from doing 1 per stream to 2 per stream, and look, we're on number 3 this stream already, so who knows what Tuesday's gonna be. Which, yes, Tuesday stream, 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Time, is going to be the final day of Bestiary February, and so it is going to be my final burb stream. I do not know what comes in March. We'll probably have some kind of new challenge. I don't know what it's gonna be. I don't know how into it I'm gonna be. But we're gonna find out. And that's probably going to be what I do on Saturday. Yeah, sorry, I'm just like looking on the internet, seeing what how people usually photograph large birds. Oh, I kind of wanna do like something that shows off the wingspan. Yeah, I will say, if you want to be like directly notified whenever I stream, you are welcome to join my Discord server where I ping people. I have a special role that you can select for yourself to be pinged whenever I stream. And so if that interests you, my Discord link does exist down in my little info down below, but also I do believe that I have this. Yeah, I have a Discord server. Yeah, so if you ever want to join that, if you ever want to get notifications for all kinds of things, you can elect to be notified for streams, you can elect to be notified for art posting, for YouTube videos that I make. I haven't really made a YouTube video in a while. Most of the pings you're gonna get soon are gonna be from me uploading VODs. But yeah, if you are interested in when I am like open to commissions, that will also be there if I'm ever doing a giveaway or something. All of that. All of that. And also, you are just welcome to come by and chat whenever you feel like. So I leave that in your hands. I'll never force it on anybody. What colors now do I want this burb to be? Maybe we want it to be kind of neutral. So yes. But yes, my next stream is going to be tomorrow at the same time as today. It's 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern Time. But I will not be drawing birds. No, I will be playing video games. My Sundays are for gaming now. Where I sit down and force myself to just take a break. Just take a break, man. And just enjoy some games. Enjoy some things that I just don't tend to have a lot of time for during the weeks. Video games about birds? Not this time, although I do have a bird game that I could at some point play. My goal for my Sunday streams is to have like a little cozy stream kind of thing. So anytime I want to start up like a new little cozy game, something chill, something relaxing, like, you know, the classics like Stardew Valley. I'm currently playing Graveyard Keeper. That is what I'm going to be playing on stream. Like anything like that, like little farming sims and like just fun relaxing games. Just to kind of get a load off from stressful weeks and maybe a little get away from responsibilities that make it difficult to be alive sometimes. Hehe. But yes. Tomorrow I will be playing Graveyard Keeper. Depending on how much fun I have, I think I might just make my Sunday streams a little bit longer. Because I do like just kind of hanging out and playing video games. I might just start leaving the end time off of my streams so I can be a little more flexible, like, oh, today I'm gonna stream longer or something, you know? so I'm not just completely beholden to my own schedule. Yes, video game. For birds by birds. So what if... See if this boy just has... this kind of white beard going on. Maybe a little... maybe he's like an old man bird. Got like the kind of white eyebrows going up and little white mustache. Now like a little white beard. He's cute. I love him. So maybe what's this gray look like? So this gray can kind of go around the face and be like part of the detail. Doesn't swallow this up too much. Yes. Okay. So now, break up some of this just single color gray that I've laid down everywhere, kind of as a base. And then be a little like striped belly. I think this guy's turning out to be quite nice. How do we feel about... little stripies on the wings back here? Kind of a fan of that. It's like, it's slightly distracting that the paper color is kind of poking through, but I don't know. It's not the end of the world. Not really. So here we have a very large gray owl, and we shall call him the Great Bearded Owl. What color should his eyes be? I think they're like kind of on the pale green side. Ooh. It's a pretty cool color. It's very striking. He's a great owl indeed. We'll have kind of dull, vaguely terracotta-ish red. Yeah, that's a cool guy. I like this guy. So what if we now take this? What if we find a nice little wingspan image for this? We can see what he looks like when he's just kind of all splayed out. Sorry, my arm was itchy, so I'm just sitting here scratching it. So I don't know. We'll just we'll have to block this out. Feeties are. Tail feather spread, and I'm definitely gonna need more space for the wings because it's a big boy. How much larger are the wings than the rest of the boy? Not too much. I feel like that's a little too much. I don't like the Photoshop is doing that. I'm out here trying to let go of the little grabber and it's not letting go for some reason. So there we have grabby hands. Do not grabby. I'm trying to ungrabby, that is my issue. Alright, so good creature. Get this little wing detail in here. That's basically what wings look like. I don't need like a crazy amount of detail in here. I can't fit physically a lot of detail in here because of how small this is going to be relative to everything else, but that's okay. So many chins. Yeah, he has an abundance of chins. Doing his little grabby hands because he's about to go grab something. Bird butt. Bird butt feathers. There we go. I feel like maybe does want to be a little bit larger. Creature. Very nice, very pretty. I'm a big fan of this. Alright, and in the interest of time, we are in fact running out of that. Ooh. We're doing what the kids call cool hacks. But of course, the cool hacks require some maneuvering and reshaping. Not everything is going to look right and correct from the same different angles. Yeah, see? Okay, this is what I mean. I tried to let go of the thing, but it's not letting go. So I have to click again. Very disorienting. So used to it just letting go when I tell it to let go. I'll be honest with you, I think that looks like poopy butt. I'll do a little bit of adjusting. Yeah, there you go. Very not upset with how that looks. Could be better, but I am electing to not be a beggar in this situation. Because I cannot be a chooser. No, hold on. The body is supposed to be this color. We add in our little stripies at the end. And that is what is going to have the lighter coloration. Such a graceful grand pappy. Yes, he's a beautiful, beautiful grandfather Ewell. Gray all over, but then we get to put little stripes on him, make him all pretty. This is the trust the process step where everything is all just one muddy color. But we'll get there. We will get there and he will be beautiful. Grab this color, just kind of fill that in here. Can't be too worried about how everything sits right now. Okay, so get the little stripies in here. I'm just gonna get the stripes in there. Ooh. He's already starting to look infinitely more stylish now. The interior of these wings will also be more gray. And wahoo, he's a very stripy boy. Also have a little bit of white stripage over here. I'll get this color. I'm just gonna pop it in here for the eyes. All right. And there's our guy. He's very large. I love him. And yes, there he is. Once Photoshop saves, maybe. All right, and so this we export. We save it. And now we go. I'll bring this back. I'll let you gaze upon the boy. He will stare at you from the other side of the screen while I fetch the file, pop it in here. And yeah, so we are technically over time, of course, but I mean, I decide the timetables, and I say that that is completely fine. But we still managed to do not one, not two, but 3 different owls on today's owl episode. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I find that very exciting. Extended owl time, yeah. Of course, we're not extending the time by too terribly much, but I would at least like to keep on going until I finish this little entry. I can give everyone who has stayed the little tour of where we are with our little Bestiary February quest. And this is going to be... Yeah, Big Man needed his time. So this is for prompt 6, which is nocturnal. Okay. Yeah, so our great bearded owl will be this boy. Did I already replace the image? I'm not sure. I did? Okay. Okay, so we have our image here for the great bearded owl for prompt 6, nocturnal. And now we just need to give him a little description, and then he will be finished. He will be all set and ready to go. Just adjust my sitting here. Just mix up my chocolate milk a little bit and have a sippy. Little self-appointed sippy. Ah, very good. Self-appointed sippy followed by 2 requested sippies. And who's bonking me? Oh my gosh. Or did it just play a different one? Oh, shrimp check. Oh, that wasn't... I got you. Shrimp check, not sippy. But there's another sippy, so... I read it wrong. Ah, and it seems now my chocolate milk has been expended. The chocolate milk is over. The end of an era, if you will. So yes, the great bearded owl. I will emphasize the large of this lad. Maybe we'll say, we might even go so far as to say a titan. Oh, among the wildlife. Oh my god, I can't type. Oh my god, I'm like actually messing up every other word I type right now. That's no good. A titan among the wildlife of Arsavella. The great bearded owl. is a bird of immense size. And a powerful nocturnal predator. Though seen all throughout the region, sightings are most common in the region's west. Say that they're striped feathers. The striped feathers are frequently used in decoration, though, I want to say that their feathers are very commonly used in decoration, but the region has recently quite come down on any activities which would seek to harvest these feathers, saying it is only acceptable to scavenge these feathers and not to actually pluck them off of any real living birds. I say real as if they'd be getting them off of fake birds. No, don't be plucking real birds. Living birds. Yes, people must be reminded that this is very illegal. And so, here we go. We have our great bearded owl on our page right there. And so, yes, look at this lovely list of birds that we now have. It's just growing. Here we go. And now, summary. Pigeon, swallow, red lace, bowfin, pheasant, sea scamp, brine shear, barn owl, reedling owl, and the great bearded owl. Very cool. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have hit 10 birds. And I do like, since we've done an odd number today, we now have an even number once again, because of course, stream 1 was 1 bird. The reedling's your favorite? Oh, yeah, he's just a little guy. He's so small. Very good. And yes, so I think that is where I will be calling it for today. Thank you everyone for sticking with me for a little 11 extra additional minutes. So I'm thinking, well, of course, if you wish to see more about these little creatures, I can actually I can pop this article in here. This is my bird article. If you want to check out more of my work, my world, all that, you can get that through this link. Just backtrack through my world. A pleasure. Those birds are adorable. Thank you. Thank you so much for popping by again, Calixtus. It's really nice to have you. Yeah, so feel free to check out my World Anvil. Check out my Discord. I hope this is the correct command. Yeah, my social media. Woohoo! Yeah, so I got Twitter, I got Instagram. I mostly use Twitter these days. Instagram's kind of fallen off, I think, for various reasons. I don't know. I'm on that TikTok now. Ooh. I'm mostly posting like stream clips and whatever. But yes, this will be where I leave you guys today. And I think I will send us all on a little adventure. We're going to raid. We're going to raid my friend Grinning Hazard, who's currently in the middle of his subathon, pushing for a partner. So much fun. I think he's currently playing Minecraft in like this very modded survival world that is absolutely out to kill you. Show us your TikTok. What do you mean show us your TikTok? I already put the link in here. But yes, we are going to go hop on over to Grinning Hazard. I hope everyone has like the most wonderful day. Thank you so much for coming by and watching me and my little bird streams. Tomorrow, Graveyard Keeper. Tuesday, final bird stream. So, thank you so much. Everyone, have a wonderful rest of your day. Stay happy, healthy, and productive. And I'll catch you guys another time. Bye-bye.